So I haven't checked Kingdom for probably about a week, and that also includes having not contributed money to it. So I'm going to collect all these resources, see how many I've got. Then I'll probably just fletch all the maple logs into maple longbows, high arc them, and put a crap load more money into Kingdom. And then hopefully during that time I'll be able to complete a bunch of stuff and get myself on the way with Slayer and some other things, and so I can sustain Kingdom more with that rather than having to high arc things all the time. Mind you, the Fletching XP is fine, the Magic XP is fine as well. So it's kind of good. I also get crafting XP from the flax, except all three of those skills that I'm training are not training very, very quickly. Like that's quite slow methods of training. Obviously high arcing, crafting maple longs, and also using crafting to craft fletch, which is very slow. So I mean, it's crafting, fletching, and magic XP. Magic XP is obviously not AFKable. The fletching and crafting XP is quite AFKable, which is why it's good, because I can do a lot of other things at the same time that I previously just would have meant that I wouldn't have been training at anything at all on RS, or I would have been fishing or something, which could probably be a bit more beneficial. So I kind of want to get away from that as fast as I can, but at the same time I want to keep Kingdom going. So let's see what resources I've got anyway. Wow, 5,900 maple logs, 35 birds nests. That is a lot. 4,000 flax, and like a few pitiful herb seeds there, but that is a lot. Hopefully I'll get a bunch of like decent, semi-decent tree seeds, which I can use for farming, and that is a lot of flax and maple logs, so I'm quite happy with that. But there's probably been about 2 or 3 days maybe where Kingdom wasn't being super efficient because I didn't actually come on, which is silly, to rake the weeds, although I probably left that for 3 days where I should have come on and raked it just at least twice during a week instead of not at all. It's not like a daily thing that you need to do all the time, but I think once every 3 days is probably as much as you're going to want to leave it, and especially while I'm an Ironman with not much money. But I'll leave that 400k in there because I got 100% approval rating at the moment, so I'll just come in at a slower rate, but I'll go and get on with fletching and crafting some of these maple logs, and I'll check out what bird or what tree seeds I actually get from these nests quickly as well. So I had a bunch of tree seeds already in here, or bird's nests if you want to say it, but they're all obviously tree seeds, and so I'm just going to open all these up and see how many tree seeds I can get. So quite a nice haul there actually. Got 9, I got a bunch of acorn seeds. These are all just all of my tree seeds, which you can see here. So I've got a crap load of apple tree seeds, which is great. All the low level tree seeds are great. I can just plant them and get on with it. I mean, I might not even have payments for some of them, but it's still good. Although I can get a fair few payments from just buying fruit from the Lumbridge chest when I remember to. But I've got a lot of apple tree seeds, banana tree seeds, orange tree seeds, willow seeds, acorns, and all those things are really great. And any high level seeds are great, which because I'll be able to use them later on, obviously, when I get up much higher, but I won't have to worry about them for now, so it's good to stockpile some of those. So I'm slowly stockpiling them, and that'll really help farming when I get to the later stages. And of course I've got a bunch of bird's nests here, which I'll be able to use for our Sarah brews at some point, and I do have a bunch of bird's nests here, which I will have, of course, a bunch of rings in, which I can either enchant or hold on for other purposes. Yeah, I'll just enchant them, I guess. So, yeah, it's quite nice. Great to see how Kingdom's coming along, and I've got so much stuff here to fletch and high arc and craft, which is really great. Even though that's 4k flax and that's really slow crafting XP, the bowstrings are still really useful, and of course it is some crafting XP, and I don't mind having it because it's quite AFKable and I don't have to bother with collecting sand and soda ash, which reminds me I need to go to Bert and try and get in the habit of collecting sand every day from Bert. And 80 fletching. Finally, so now I can make magic short bows, which is really, really cool. It's quite amazing to have this fletching level. I guess fletching is a really quick skill, but it's like, still, I've gotten all of the supplies for this by myself, and that's cool. It's just, yeah, it's quite high fletching levels. I think my main account's like level 50 or something, so even though it's fletching and it's like really easy to train, and it's probably the noobiest skill of all time, besides maybe like fire making or cooking, no offense, although fletching's faster. Anyway, I'm really happy. 80 fletching, that's magic short bows. I can make magic short bows now because I can woodcut them as well, nice and easily. But I'm just going to continue fletching these maple longbows unstrung. I have a whole bunch of maple logs. I think I got 4k left still in the bank from Kingdom. And then I'll be stringing them all and then high arcing them all and then putting more money into Kingdom. And hopefully eventually just continuing to get crafting and everything up while I can only sort of AFK on the game. 73 magic, quite nice. Enfeeble, Very nice spell there. 57 fishing, 58 fishing, 59 fishing. That is 6 levels to go until hitting 65, and then I guess it's Swan Song, or I can at least catch the current one I need to complete the Thai Boy 1E trio. 60 fishing, 61 fishing, 62 fishing coming in. Oh, and I can of course catch monkfish now. But wait, I think you need 65 fishing for Swan Song. Hold on, I gotta check this out. Oh no, it's only 62 fishing. Okay, fair enough, that makes sense then. I was gonna say, because if you needed 65 fishing for Swan Song, then why would monkfish be 62 fishing? Of course, you just need 62 fishing. But of course, I need 65 for the lovely Karam one, and of course, I need a much higher fishing level, at least 76, obviously, for sharks, so that I have some half-decent food for PVM. And yeah, fishing's just going to be a great way of getting food for PVM, at least initially anyway, so. 63 fishing. 64 fishing coming in. I've actually been really enjoying this fishing. I mean, I know it's pretty much just AFK, but I've just been doing some fishing and like watching YouTube, and I've watched a few movies as well, which I haven't done in a long time. I haven't played RS in a long time, where I've just been AFKing something and then watching a movie on my other monitor, and it's just so cool to be able to do that. It's just like, just chilling in my room, watching movies and playing RuneScape. It's like pretty much the most relaxed and just, I don't know, really enjoyable, fun thing to do. And I guess it takes me back a lot too when I first got 99 fishing, which was my second ever 99 on RuneScape, and that was on my main account, of course, in the main game. But yeah, 64 fishing, and it's been quite fun. 65 fishing has been achieved, and I'm not even going to find out what I unlocked with 65 fishing, because at the moment the servers have just been being DDoSed again. Oh, there we go, Karam 1. Of course, that is for the Thai Boy Trani. It's the quest with the island and there's a fish, but I'm going to keep fishing because fish. Big swordfish has been achieved, level 65, almost 66 fishing. I've been fishing swordfish and tuna probably since about level 50 something. More specifically, I know I've been fishing them since about level 55 or so. I've got about 2k tuna in the bank, about 1.5k swordies, so all that considered, that's probably quite good that I managed to get a big swordfish already. Obviously, I think it's completely useless. I'm not sure there's any point to that, but I can mount that in my player-owned house and really pimp out my player-owned house one day, and that is cool to have obtained, because I'll probably get to about 70 fishing or so. Actually, I'm not really sure. It really depends when I finish Swan Song, because probably after I finish Swan Song, I'll probably start fishing monkfish straight away. I'm not sure how fast they'll be, but I'll probably go with them straight away, so it's really cool to have got a big swordfish now, even though it really doesn't mean much. It's just purely cosmetic. 66 fishing. Getting there with fishing, getting there. 67 fishing, mate. Lovely. One more level, and I'm going to be able to get into the fishing guild without any boosts. 68 fishing, and that is entrance to the fishing guild. But I'm going to keep fishing here for a bit longer. I kind of want to get 70 fishing if I can. Can I start fishing? Sweet. I kind of want to get 70 fishing before I stop doing this, just because I think that'd be a nice level to stop at. And then I want to cook everything that I fished at probably that place in the desert where there's a, I forget the name of it, I think it's Nada. There's like a, pretty much what counts as like a furnace really close to a bank. I know I could use the Lumbridge stove, and that would decrease the chance of burning as much fish and stuff as possible, but I'll have cooking gauntlets, and I'm happy to burn a few just to make it a little bit faster, because there is quite a lot of running around between the bank in Lumbridge basement and actually the stove, so I'm going to go do it there. But yeah, it'd be really cool just to, I just want to get a bunch of my stats up to like around level 70 or so. At the moment, I don't know, I just am in the mood, or at least I just want to get 70 fishing for now. I'm not sure what I'll do after that, but I really want to kind of get 70 fishing right now. Here we go, Tears of Guthix, let's go. This is all for the Hunter XP. There's already a few people in here. Let's see if I can outsmart them with how pro I am at Tears of Guthix. Yes, lads, we got over 100 tears. That's right, over 100 tears from Tears of Guthix. It just finally happened. Let's see how many we can get and see if I can break it next week, which I should be able to do, because I'm hoping that I will have done a bunch of quests sometime next week. Oh, that's time up, surely. What? Okay, I'll keep going. Oh, no. 116 tiers this week. Not bad. That's all going to go to Hunter. I think I'm level 22 Hunter. 21 to 26 Hunter. That is awesome. And I got a hard task complete. I'm not sure I didn't get a hard task complete last time. I wonder what that was, actually. I'm just going to quickly check. But 26 Hunter is so good. I'm so glad. Oh, collect at least 100 tiers of Guthix in one visit. So, obviously, that's some sort of quest point requirement, or at least having more quest points makes this much easier. So that's an awesome task to have done. But 26 Hunter, that's great. Like, getting up low-level Hunter using tiers of Guthix is really great, because I just hate low-level Hunter. I've never gotten into Hunter, like, as a whole skill, but I really don't like low-level Hunter. If there's one thing in this game that I've never really gotten into, it's just because you're just standing there and you're waiting for, like, a bird to catch itself in a trap, and you can't really do anything about it. It's just like, whether it happens or not is mostly RNG from what it looks like, apart from, you know, having set up the trap in the best possible place and all of that. So anyway, happy with that. 26 Hunter. 69 fishing has been achieved. One more level and I will be, of course, level 70 fishing, and then I think I'll be moving on to some other thing. 70 fishing has been achieved, and I did not click on it. That's disappointing, but I don't think I unlocked anything at level 70 actually. Anyway, all the fishing things that you unlock, all the new fish you unlock are at really weird sort of levels. It's not like a nice even thing. It's like, anyway, I'm going to show you the fish that I have in my bank. I have quite a few tuna and swordfish, as you can see just there. Almost 3.6k tuna and 2.8k raw swordfish, which is awesome. So now I'm going to go over to Nada, and I'm going to cook up all of the tuna first, and then I'm going to cook up all the swordies, and hopefully that's going to get me a lot of cooking XP. Hopefully that'll bring my level up quite a lot. I'm not sure, I can't even remember what the minimum level is I need for Quest Cape, but basically I think for, what is it, Recipe for Disaster, at the moment the part that I want to complete for Recipe for Disaster, which is the second to last thing that I need to complete to have actually completely finished Recipe for Disaster. I'm not sure what level it is. I think it's level 70. Actually, I should better see what food is it that I need to cook. Okay, so I just quickly checked, and I think I just need level 70. I'm not sure if that's boostable. It probably is, but I'm going to probably need a higher cooking level anyway, and I'm going to need to cook a lot of fish anyway. So basically just hoping to get 70 cooking, and I think I should be able to do that. It'll just depend on how much stuff I burn. I just need to get my cooking gauntlets out, wherever they might be. And I'm going to head over to Nada. 59 cooking coming in there, the first level, Slayer Respite, and back to cooking. 60 cooking, and I can make curries, yes lads. 61 cooking, and here comes 62 cooking. 8 levels to go. Doing pretty well so far. I've cooked, as you can see, 1,015 tuna and only burnt 40 of them so far, which is really good. And hopefully when I have my cooking level up even higher, when I finish cooking all these tuna, which might even by themselves get me, they'll get me very close to 70. I don't think I'll be able to use just tuna alone, but definitely bring up that cooking level for when I go through and cook all of my swordfish. Still got 2.5k tuna to go, so that is going to do a big chunk of the levels that I need all the way to 70. But 62 cooking for now, total level of 1250, and I've just been doing a bit of exercise, that's why I'm a bit out of breath. 63 cooking, 7 more levels to go. 64 cooking, 65 cooking coming in there, pineapple pizzas. 66 cooking, give me that. Now, there is a faster way, there we go, 66 cooking coming in. There is a fast way of cooking these tuna, and it's just to quickly, constantly be clicking like this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other methods like this. At least you can use your bones on your gilded altar pretty much in the same method, and it's like much faster. But I honestly cannot be bothered, and for a skill like cooking, which is super fast, I just am more than happy to cook all and go do something else or watch a movie or something at the same time. But I am aware of that method, and it's definitely something that I think is being used a lot more in old school these days than it was back in the day. But it's kind of cool because, you know, I never really knew that you could just constantly use food on the clay oven, I guess, and it would cook much faster that way. But anyway, it's just interesting. 67 cooking, tuna and sweet corn, mate. And 68 cooking, yes. 2 more levels to go. And then we'll be at 70, and then we'll have like 19 more levels after that, but you know. 69 cooking, hell yeah. Currently trying to watch the RuneScape tournament on Twitch, and just witnessing the first few games. DC, the whole live stream's disconnected, looking a bit sus at the moment. Definitely a bit of a painful time for the people working on that live stream at the moment, but here I am cooking and making some nice progress. 70 cooking, there we go. I might just keep cooking, to be honest, because I've got, I think, I'll just go quickly check, but there we go, 70 cooking, that's very nice. Obviously I can complete every question old school RuneScape now, but yeah, I'm going to continue cooking because I've got about 1600 sorties left, and I may as well just cook them now. And also just sort of AFKing at the moment while I watch Twitch streams. Yeah, 71 cooking has been achieved. 72 cooking, hell yes. So I'm finally training agility and high alching at the same time. I've got 5.5k maple longbows to high alch here, and I'm trying to high alch without messing up any agility obstacles, as I probably just did then. But basically, I'm trying to maximize the amount of XP I can get while I'm doing this agility course. I'm not sure exactly when I should be casting high alchs to not interrupt any of the agility obstacles. Obviously, right now, 100% of my focus is on getting the agility XP. Any magic XP I get along the side is just bonus, which is great. Now, training agility is so good at the moment for probably about 3 different reasons I can list right away. Firstly, getting marks of grace. Of course, for those of you who've been watching the series from the start, you would have known that I almost had full graceful at one point. I had full graceful -2 parts, I guess you could say. And then I died to the snake in, I believe, the second quest in the Out of the Throne of Miscellaneous / Royal Trouble quest series, whichever one comes second. Really tragic circumstances. If you haven't seen that or what happened, I definitely recommend you go watch the previous Iron Taskmaster videos that you haven't currently seen, just because it was pretty funny how it happened, and it was pretty tragic at the same time. Definitely the worst I'd felt about losing something probably in all the time I've ever played any RuneScape, to be completely honest, which is pretty surprising because, you know, Graceful's a new item and stuff, but it's just something that you don't really want to lose like that. I guess just the way I lost it was probably the most frustrating thing out of everything, but anyway, that was kind of funny. So now I'm doing agility again. I am working my way back to getting hopefully full graceful this time. I believe you need 240 marks of grace to get full graceful, and I'm sitting at 25 at the moment, so I've got a long way to go, but that'll hopefully go up quite steadily as I level up agility. And what I'm hoping to do here is hopefully I won't leave until, or hopefully I won't get bored and leave until I get at least sort of 70 agility I'm hoping for, because if I can get that, then obviously that's a requirement for Sarah God Wars, so I might not need to train agility for a little bit after that, but it's just going to be, agility is just going to be so useful for so many things. Like, there's so many random obstacles throughout RuneScape where just having a higher agility level will, you know, benefit you in a lot of different ways. Like, just getting access to a further area in like a Slayer dungeon, for example. You might be able to do an extra agility obstacle skip, which you skip a large chunk of the dungeon at 70 agility. Obviously, as you get higher agility levels as well, you can skip a lot more, but it'll just be useful for that, and more so just for future quests, which I currently haven't done, which I'm just going to have to do, well, I want to do as soon as possible. Quests like Underground Pass, quests like all the elf quests, they're just going to be so much easier with a higher agility level. You know, if I was going at those with 62 agility, you know, I'd probably get through, but it would be quite painful, I'm sure, and I'm not even sure if I need a higher agility level than 62 to even start those quests anyway. So it's just going to make things easier on the whole for everything I do in the game. And I'm not sure about the Morning's End Part 2 quest. I'm also not sure about, that's speaking specifically about the agility obstacle and that. I failed that agility obstacle, at least the one where you're grabbing the handholds. I'm not sure if there's more than that. But basically, I failed that agility obstacle 37 times, and I know exactly how many times I failed it. I failed it 37 times while I was on my main account, completing that quest for the first time on Old School. Well, yeah, first time since Old School had come out. So, yeah, so hopefully having a higher agility level when I approach that on this account will fail it less, but I hear that there's a lot of RNG sometimes with some of the agility obstacles anyway, despite having a high agility level. And I'm not sure how many obstacles that applies to, but I'm really hoping that training agility now is going to help out with that. So it's kind of fun, and I can kind of watch live streams and everything at the same time as doing this. So I don't know, it's just quite oddly enjoyable. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's not AFKable at all, which, you know, AFKable stuff is really handy for me sometimes when I can multitask. But of course, you know, agility has so much sense of achievement and everything because it's so click intensive and everything. So it's kind of satisfying to level anyway. So I guess that's, you know, a lot of the enjoyment comes out of that. So it's something that I'm really glad that I'm finally training, and I'm finally training magic along the way as well. Whenever I actually remember to high alch and I don't stuff up agility obstacles, because I need to get through all of these maple longbows so I can get Kingdom up and running again. But yeah, basically training agility. Sorry for talking for so long about it, but I thought that, you know, it's something that's quite important to this account, and it's definitely a significant thing to be training at the moment. There's so many benefits to it, and it's also so great to be able to train multiple skills at the same time, like I am right now, training magic and training agility. You could be changing up magic for fletching, you could be fletching bolts, or you could be fletching darts at the same time. I'm not sure if there's any other skills other than magic and fletching you could do at the same time as training agility, but yeah, it's kind of great multitasking, trying to maximize the amount of XP you can get coming in, and of course making some money for Kingdom.